Cancer. It's your girl, Javy. Hi, Breezes. Back at it again with the general tarot reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2021. It's happening. Things are moving and progressing forward. Cancer, and I'm going real light on the astrology notes this season because Taurus season is all about senses. Tapping into your resources that are already available to you, and one of those resources is your senses. One of the resources are your senses. Sight, smell, touch. Also, intuition, common sense. That could be something that, either some are born with or not, and it's grown up with or not. Either way, it is a sense that is available to you. And so I'm only really honing in on really important astrological notes, so that you can really start tapping into your intuition and really judging stuff for yourself, making judgment calls for yourself. But Cancer, when I was tapping into your energy, it felt real nostalgic. Be careful looking in the past. As I said that, 6 of Cups in the Moon. Emotional about some shit in the past, maybe things coming up in regards to children, stuff happening stuff that happened in your childhood, things coming up in the realm of your mother or a maternal figure, or some sort of maybe illusion or delusion in regards to a Scorpio, or maybe even like a lie you told, or a deception, a deception that you're keeping up. So be careful of being in the past. Be careful of your mind. No sign can glamorize the past like fucking Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And so there is this need to make sure that you're staying really present, that you're appreciative of what you have, that you express gratitude for it, that you don't squander what is available to you. And so this Taurus stellium really has everybody's like systems overloaded. System overload is how it kind of felt. And so that may be something that's coming up for you guys, needing to tend to that overloaded kind of feeling, or maybe burnt out feeling, by giving yourself rejuvenation. That is also something that came up, Cancer. It's like mothering yourself. The way that you give of yourself to everyone, it's really time for you to check into yourself. And that's a part of this Taurian tapping into the senses. Have you eaten? Are you hydrated? Have you put gas in the tank? Is there stuff that you're needing to tend to? What's your to-do list? Like, stop, maybe, I don't want to say stop, I'm saying like, maybe pull back and conserve some of that energy for yourself, so you can make sure that all of your T's are crossed and I's are dotted. Especially with Pluto retrograde across from you in Capricorn, there's something here about power plays, and some of you, I feel like, are pulling back your power, really like reclaiming your time. Yes, that just came through. Some of you are reclaiming your time, and it doesn't have to be necessarily in a relationship. It could be just from the universe, from friends, from bullshit. Really making your own schedule in a different way. Taking your power back. Now, Pluto is retrograde in Capricorn across from you until October 6th of 2021. So there is a lot of time to ponder. And what's bringing this up, or what this will be ushering in with it, are issues with control, power, your public life versus your private life. Your career, possible tension with maybe Scorpios in your life, or increased tension with people with heavy Scorpio placements. But otherwise, still like really letting go of what doesn't work in those realms of the control, power, public life, private life, career. What isn't working anymore? And this need to, and Pluto is going to help you come in contact with that. And so there are themes of power plays coming up, but making sure that you're really destroying the chains of anything that you're feeling really bound to, or anything that you have felt bound to, be it a substance, a person, a job, a position, a certain amount of money, or a certain type of lifestyle. There is just a need to, interesting. First card out is Seven of Swords. Deception, betrayal, any kind of shadiness, anything that you're going back and forth about, or if you are being that way or receiving treatment or feeling suspicious of something, there is a need for you to stop going back and forth and really honor your intuition, honor and acknowledge how you're feeling, and really move away from whatever feels wishy-washy, whatever, because there is something about power plays coming up, and I do feel like whatever is Four of Pentacles, maybe there could be issue. I just heard like something about rent, maybe rent getting upped, or like something going on with like someone being cheap, someone withholding money, maybe somebody not fixing something. But there is, for some of you, there is a betrayal or a hurt or a wound that you're still clinging to. And I did just say something about nostalgia coming up, and there is this like hearkening back to the past, this need to break away from, some of you, there is like a breaking away from someone with heavy air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo placements. There is specifically a Taurus or a Capricorn. There is just a need to break free and let this, whatever way that this has felt or presented itself as a betrayal, it's time for you to transmute it in this season into your breakthrough and into you getting out of this scarcity mentality, or this mentality that there's not enough for you, or you can't have what you want, or being scared to ask for what you want, or pursuing what you feel like you deserve. There is just this need to break through it all. And now on the 11th of May, this new moon in Taurus, once you really take your power back, it's like, once you take your power back, what do you need to plant? What do you need to let go of, free yourself of, so that you can tend to your harvest, so you can like tend to your garden, so you can start building stuff back up? And also what's coming up, and we're going to do, dive it deeper into this in the new moon in Taurus video, but there is something about the dark side of self-love, or the dark side of your lack of self-love, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. And so there is this need to really uncover the ways that you may have been betraying yourself, the ways that you may have been holding you back. What uncertain or unstable situations have you been clinging to or perpetuating, and how can you get yourself the fuck up out of that? Taurus season is going to show you fertile ground to plant, not this barren wasteland where you have to put yourself in starvation mode, or you feel like you are hungry for something that isn't available to you. Some of you, there is but also I feel like on the other side of that, there is a lot of, some of you are actually like creating or stabilizing a new foundation. Breaking away from old habits, Maybe, I also feel like in Taurus season, especially because you're going to be feeling into your senses, be careful. Do what you can to cook more. Be careful of spending a lot on food, spending a lot on luxury items. I feel like some of you, yes, deserve it, but make sure that you aren't, it's not, it's within the budget. It's not something that's going to make you have to work extra hours to pay some other shit off later. Like, just be more mindful of your spending, but also don't be fearful in your spending, because some of you, there is this lack mentality that you are breaking free of. I do feel like some of you have been working your fucking asses off, and it is time for you to come into this understanding that you have access to infinite resources. And there is abundance that wants to come into you this season, but you have to absolutely let go of this idea or this setting in your mind that you can't have what you see yourself receiving. That there is this, like, maybe even financial glass ceiling that I feel like we're all really tapping into breaking this season. This invisible financial glass ceiling that we've kind of like set in ourselves or installed ourselves. And hydrate, take a deep breath. It's really important that you hydrate, Cancer. Always. But we're asking for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2021. The Seven of Swords is something that some of you have been dealing with for a long time. I feel like there's still, it's like, of the that typical Three of Swords, the three swords in the heart image. I feel like some of you still, it's like you got one out, but there's still two left. And so there is this need to, and that could be why you're in the past still, because there are wounds to tend to there, doors to really, really close. Doors to figure out how the fuck you're going to really close and break for yourself free of. Because there are, just feels like toxic patterns to let go of. Especially in regards to an earth sign. Cancer coming out strong, center of the reading, because you choosing to break free of anything that feels restrictive, anything that's been, in all the little ways that you've been holding yourself back, all the little ways you've been playing yourself small, you really get victory over it. There's movement over it. I also feel like some of you, there's something about the money for a vehicle or money given for a car, or needing to make sure that you're keeping upkeep on your car, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I don't know what that big loud bang was. But that could be something coming up for you in your car. Like, what is that sound? Don't just wait on it or sit on it. Go figure it out. Go, be proactive. I also feel like some of you, there's like your car needs maintenance or like just a tune up or regular stuff. Don't wait till something breaks. Take care of it. Take care of it regularly. And also that speaks to how you're tending to yourself. Don't wait till something aches. Don't wait till something hurts. Go ahead and start really investing in taking care of you and really making sure that you're balanced, that you're sustained, that you can propel yourself forward, that you are progressing forward. Because and we're going to dive into it in the plunge, but there is this need to really integrate. Because I feel like you spent a lot of time here, Cancer. You spent a lot of time here wondering, vacillating, going back and forth, wondering how someone feels about you, wondering what you should do with your life, what you should do with your energy, if you should work this shift or not, going back and forth, going against your intuition, really giving of yourself to everybody else except for yourself. And there is this need to, you fucking are done with that. There is an end of a cycle, and you really get to look back and integrate these lessons into yourself, all the ways that you didn't take care of yourself. And that's what's coming up in that new moon in Taurus on May 11th. How has your self-care really lacked? The dark side of, luxuriating yourself or healing or tending to yourself in even basic ways. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. But there's really victory over that. Some of you, I feel like you tap into taking better care of yourself by being more methodical and ritualistic about something. Thank you. Yes, I knew the world was coming out. There is, and the 5 of Swords at the end of it, 10 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck, because there's just a sound. Yes, there is wow. 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. There is this influx of insight, of giving, of generosity that is coming into you. For some of you, this is wealth. This is abundance. This is feeling really secure, feeling really comfortable. And you getting to a point where someone invests in you, or it invests in your company, or you feel like even just investing in family. There is something about you taking more time with your either blood family or chosen family, but people pouring into you. And I feel like once you take a step back and really prioritize yourself, you're going to see the ways that you have kind of played yourself by way of taking care of someone, or taking giving, pouring into, and this could be a company even, or a friend group. There is something about cutting your losses, or it's like scratch a lie, find a thief. If your spidey senses are tingling about somebody or a connection, if it feels off, it is. Let's get into it. I love you. All right, Cancer, let's get into it. I love how strongly you are showing up in the center of your reading this season, really tapping into you. You are your best resource. You and your knowing and your givingness is your really ticket out of any kind of weird situation. The end of you moving forward towards the end of an era and really severing ties with the past, being done looking back, being done looking over your shoulder. For some of you, I feel like, please clarify, let's go ahead. Please clarify the 7 of Swords for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel like for some of you, there may be a boss or a coworker or a landlord or a partner even that is watching you closely, or you may be watching them closely. There may be some kind of craftiness, lies, betrayal, deceit available to you. Or this could be something that you are still harboring, clinging to from the past, that this season you really, really, truly get fucking victory over it. Especially if it has to do with your mother or maternal figure, or, the maternal bloodline. Or if it has to do with a Capricorn, Aquarius, or someone with heavy air placements. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There is just this, there's something there. Okay, so I'm going to focus, please. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising for Taurus season 2021, please clarify the 7 of Swords. I do feel like for some of you this is in the past, but it's something that it's it's in the past, but it's just really going on and on, replaying this. And I don't feel like that fell sideways for some of you. For some of you, there is this brand new beginning that you are delaying. It is something that you feel in your gut. It's something that I feel like the universe has really presented a way out. There is this ending. There's something. For some of you, this feels over. It's there is this betrayal or this breakthrough that is available to you, and it's going to require you to really take a leap of faith in order to let go. There is just this, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'll ever really get what I feel like I deserve. All I know is this pain. All I know is that I've always been cheated on, or all I know is that I've always been lied to, or I'm always disappointed in some way. There is some sort of setting in your mind that you're needing to let go of. They always move on right after me, or they marry the one after me, that kind of thing. Like, there is something, and for some of you, it's like this weird self-fulfilling prophecy, or this mantra that you kind of like say funnily to yourself. For mine, honestly, and I'm calling my own fucking self out Cancer. I'm Cancer moon. But like, I always say team single for life. I've been saying that. And it's just like, is that what you really want? Is that what you're really trying to manifest? And it's like become this sarcastic thing, but words have power. And with the 5 of Swords and the 7 of Swords out, words are going to be really, really impactful and powerful for you. And they have the ability to provide you a new beginning, a fresh start, cutting out some dead weight. The truth, words, decisions give you and severing ties with a mindset or someone really gives you the opportunity to just travel light, feel lighter, not carrying around so much heaviness. Please clarify the 4 of Pentacles. This is the Sun and Capricorn card, and then this is Saturn too. So there could be look at you sandwiched between such harsh, restrictive energies and hard lessons. This has been a hard time. Some of you have there's something about moving, or some of you have had to move or traveling. It's like putting up with the fight, letting go of the fight. For some of you, there is just multiple suitors here. Some of you, interesting. For some of you, there is a small group of you that you keep a roster, or you keep a team full of cuties, because there is some kind of mindset to overcome that. Like, you may not trust anybody to love you holistically, or trust anybody to love you the way that you want to. So you, leave before you're left, or you are making sure that there's always a plan B available to you. And so for some, that's not for all of you, but for some of you, there is a need to look at that. And there also, for some of you, there is a need to actually stop just thinking about shit and start doing. Some of you, there's multiple passions that you want to pursue. For some of you, there is multiple people. Some of you, you've been holding yourself back from being out on the scene, holding yourself back from like dancing with somebody's son, somebody's daughter, for the last maybe even a year. Some of you have been holding yourself back in some ways, and that shit ends this season. Please clarify the Chariot for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. The ways that you have been holding yourself back, restricting yourself. Ooh, Jesus! There is public success and recognition. This is triumph over your obstacles, integrating all of these harsh lessons that you've learned and making decisions that are really going to propel you into a new era, and to propel you into your leveling up. But this level up requires a fucking sacrifice, I will tell you that. And what can't come is what got you here. These old grudges, the old ways of doing it, the old mindsets that you have really like Linus blanket style dragged on up into this point. And there is this need to let go of that blanket that I didn't even notice this blanket, this like cloak that he's wearing, the heaviness. Let it go. Especially if you're fighting with yourself, or fighting over someone with heavy earth or fire placements. Someone, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There is this need there's just a lot of healing. Let people do what they do. And you are tending to this public success and recognition that really wants to come in. And in order to really care, I'm surprised an ace isn't out. Because if, oh, a bit, I can't make this shit up, y'all. I literally just said I feel like an ace should be out, and the ace was in my fucking hand. And as I was just about to say this, or what I was talking about was referencing the hands. Was like, I'm surprised that the ace isn't out, because I feel like there's something about what you're doing with what is occupying your hands. Let go of stuff. Let go of these grudges, these harsh feelings, these self-limiting beliefs, the ways that people have hurt you, the ways people have let you down and disappointed you. Turn that shit into fuel for this fire, this public fire that wants to come in, this abundance, this is an influx of physical, spiritual, and sexual energy, and new opportunities, new ideas, a reinvigoration, maybe a new connection with a Leo, possibly some of you getting pregnant, really success in business, really handling yourself, and really having shit to celebrate. Look at me, I'm already going ahead too far. But please clarify the world. There's just a next level up, and I don't even want to ask about the next level. What I want to talk about I don't want to talk about the old. And that's the thing. Stop talking about the old cycle. Stop talking about the past. Stop talking about what it used to be. You don't need to talk about it or talk about anything to get the closure that you need. Some of you, look at these charging towards each other. It's like don't let your mouth or your mindset cost you your success, because you're used to looping or going into this cycle, or this downward, maybe depressive cycle. No, there is a need to the level up comes by way of a radical change of thought, comes by way of setting some real clear boundaries, comes by way of you really making a point to let yourself be fucking exclusive. Let yourself charge what you need to charge. Let yourself be who you need to be. Let yourself associate with who you want to associate with. But also trusting yourself, trusting your gut. If something feels off, it fucking is. If some shit feels shady, it is. Don't push, don't chase anybody, especially not an earth sign, a Capricorn, or Aquarius. Don't chase nobody, but especially not them. Please clarify this Five of Swords. For Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, what do they finally need to be cutting off? Because I do feel like y'all already know what it is. You already know what mindset it is. For some of you, it was like initiating a new relationship. It could be something with a younger fire sign, or a fire sign that's acting immaturely. There is... anybody that feels like they're being aggressive with you, or anybody that is talking shit or has something to say about your newfound success, anybody that has something to say about this new you that you're getting ready to launch, this new and improved version who really isn't weighed down by the burdens and hurts of the past anymore. So anybody who's used to you catering to them, used to you bending over backwards and all this shit, is just like, no, it's a new day, boo-boo. It's a new day. Hello. It's a new day, and it's time for you to really decide that you're going to maintain the high ground you've gained. You're going to give of yourself. You're going to do what you need to do in order to really tap into your power, where your power lies in your emotion and your creativity, and defending that time, making a decision to really, some of you, I feel like there may be a new crush, or a new, something that you're trying to initiate with maybe a younger fire sign, or this could just be a new crush, or a new relationship that you're trying to make happen. What's for you, you can't miss. Justice says the fairest shit will happen. Things will be going in your favor. So don't push. Cut out what doesn't feel right, but understand that what is right will, you can't, like, this isn't a fire you can put out if it's meant to be your flame, you feel me? And so there is this need to let yourself receive. Look at this extension of his sword. Yeah, there's some shit that you guys are needing to cut out because it's stopping you from forging a new relationship with yourself, and that new relationship looks like you really defending your time, defending your energy, protecting yourself, really focusing on your self-worth and developing skills that are going to propel you forward and get you into a place of peace, moderation, and tranquility where you can really pour into yourself the way that everybody else around you is used to pouring into them. It's time for you. It's time for you to find your cups, really fall in love with yourself. And when you fall in love with yourself and give of yourself, that's when other people are going to be like, damn, she treats herself really good. I'm going to have to treat her really, really fucking good in order to even get her attention too, or their attention, excuse me. I don't mean to say her. I'm just saying, I was looking at this figure. But either way, it's like when you teach people how to treat you, so you take care of yourself so that you can set an example for how other people are to approach you and treat you when you give them the grace and the pleasure of being in their lives. I love you. You got that.